We all know the story of the storm on the lake, how the disciples were deathly afraid. Jesus had left them to be by himself. They were trying to get to the other side of the lake. They wanted to go home, but hit a headwind that became stronger and stronger, finally turning into a storm. They were afraid, but when they suddenly saw someone walking towards them over the water, they were terrified. They cried out in fear. Fear is a killer. Fear is a murderer. Not only because fear can lead us to murder others, and there are plenty of examples of that in our recent human history, but also because fear can kill us. It can make us deadly sick. Those disciples in the boat were not only afraid of the wind and the water, they were terrified to see him. They must have had mixed feelings about that man, Jesus, who is changing their lives so radically. Are you always happy to be one of his disciples? Did you ever have the feeling that you would like to be left alone? That he is asking too much of you? That the cross you are supposed to bear is too heavy? His disciples had left him behind. They were trying to go home to the situation they knew so well at the other side of the lake. But then suddenly, Jesus appears on the lake, walking over the water. "It is a ghost," they said, and cried out in fear. But at once Jesus called out to them, "Courage, it is I. Don't be afraid." Peter wanted to cut his fears and doubts once and for all, and he shouted, "Tell me to come to you, and I will come." He got out of the boat, but he did not make it. He started to sink, shouting, "Lord, save me." That is what Jesus does, adding, "Man of little faith, why did you doubt?" He suggests that Peter had it in him to believe. And Peter did when he said with the others and all of us, "Truly, you are the Son of God." Why should we be afraid?